Hello, in this section, I will introduce you some basic software testing technologies. So firstly, let's create a new Java project. So new project and software testing basics. And you can set the location and select Java languages and Maven build systems. So create. After creation of this project, we can delete this folder and create a new module. So for this part, we create our first unit testing. And in this module, you can see there it contains a POM XML file. And here we should add the dependency of JUnit. So we go to browser and go to the website Maven repository. And here we can search JUnit. And you can see JUnit is a unit testing framework for Java, and it has many usages. So we click this and we select the latest version, and we can copy this dependency to our BOM file. So here we should add dependencies and paste this. So this is the dependency of JUnit4, and the version is 4.13.2, and the scope is test. This means it provides for testing, not for production code. So, and after adding this dependency, we should refresh our Maven project. We click this refresh button. So it's okay, and we can see for the first unit testing module, there is a dependency JUnit4, and it contains another dependency, another jar, Hamcrest. And after that, we can start to write our testing code. First of all, should add a package. Example main. And create a Java class. So we can see my JUnit class. And here we just provide some fields. For example, string name and private int balance. And we create a constructor. Click OK, and then we can get a name and create another method, int add balance. And we pass a balance as a parameter, and in this function we can add to balance and return this balance. So this function and this function is for testing, and now we can write our unit testing code. And in this folder, test Java, and here we should create the same package as this test. It's called example and main. So under this folder, we can create a class for test. So my JUnit class test. So this is a way to generate our test class. And there is another way I will show you. You can just select generate and test. And here we select JUnit4. And there are some methods we can select. For example, I select these two methods for testing and click OK. So it will also generate the test class for this class. So these are two methods we want to test, and there is annotation. It means this method is for testing, and you can see this annotation. It comes from a JUnit dependency. This is why we add this dependency here. And there we can start to. We don't need this. We can start to write our test code. Firstly, we should create our the class instance. My JUnit4 JUnit class, my JUnit instance. New, we should pass two parameters. One is the name, and the second is the balance, 100. Assert to test. Assert equals. So we compare the expected value and the real value. So the expected value is name, and the real value is instance getName. So we compare these two values. So we can run this unit test method. So you can see our test result. One test pass, no errors. So it's correct. If I change the name to name test and rerun it, we can say it's failed because our expected value is name test, but the actual value is name. So they are not the same. The unit test is failed. So we change it back. And for the add balance method, we can do the same, create a instance. And the new name and the balance is 100. So to test the add balance method here, firstly, we can add something instance add balance. We add 100. And here we can check it, gets the result int. And we write assertion, assert r equal. And the expected value is 200, and the actual value is the result. So here we can run this method to see if it works. So we can see the test passed. So you can see this is our first unit testing method. Normally it contains 3 steps. The first step is to prepare something, and the second step is to do something. For example, call some methods, and the second step is to check the result. So this is a very basic example, and I will show you more for the last parts.